I've been wanting to make this video for a couple of weeks now, I think, but just been trying to find the energy to do it. I guess it's kind of good that I waited a little longer because I have some stuff that I've really been listening to in the past few weeks. It's been a tough past few weeks for me, so kind of guess want to document that in a way too. So I just went through, or I'm going through one of the my first breakups in my life, real breakups. So it's been an emotional time for me, so it'd be kind of interesting to look back on stuff that I was listening to at this time. Yeah, so I'm just gonna jump right in, not waste any time. The first group I want to talk about is this artist. It's a dungeon synth, kind of dark ambient dungeon synth artist. Has lots of different projects. It goes by the name AV, but I want to talk in particular is this project called Ghost. I guess that's how you pronounce it. There's like a E in it too, but I don't know if it affects the pronunciation or anything. But this compilation here, the first compilation that was made for Ancient Meadow Records, it's available on Bandcamp too, on the Deep Dark Dungeon, something like that. But yeah, I've been listening to this a lot. I've just been, even before my breakup, I was really getting into this, and it really just, the first two demos in particular by this artist are just some of the most beautiful music I think I've probably ever heard in my life, and I just can't get sick of them. I just play them almost once a day at least right now, and I finally was walking through the forest the other day, and I got to listen to some of these demos, this compilation especially, and oh, it's just incredible. It's like it goes along with black metal so much because just the atmosphere creates. That's why I've always loved that genre, and this is just taking it to another level. So yeah, if you don't listen to anything, or if you want to listen to this compilation, definitely listen to the first two songs, demos. They are just out of this world, and I love them a lot. The next, probably the second most listened to thing in the past, especially the past few weeks, is this kind of a compilation as well. So, Teen Suicide. It's a compilation of two of their EPs, one called DC Snuff Film, and the other one called Waste Yourself. This is just I've talked about this in my cassette collection video a little bit. So this is kind of a really sad lo-fi indie rock album. I really like it though. It's I really like it more now than I have. I discovered it months ago. But it has a lot of those sounds I was fairly familiar with from that late 2000s to early 2010s indie sound that was coming out around that time. Yeah, I think this album brings out what I was destined to be my whole life, I believe now, and that is a depressed indie skater dude, and I think that's just where I am, and probably where I will always have that part of me there, and really kind of realizing that now. I mean, I guess I kind of have in the past, but yeah. If probably one of my favorites on this, my one that really stands out is the song Worthless. So if you want to listen to one song off of this, just listen to that song. Yeah. Next, I was actually just listening to this in the car on my errands trip after work, and I've talked about this on this channel before as well. It's Mineral, The Power of Failing. This is just a great classic 90s emo album. Really underrated, I think. I really enjoy this album. It's just there's it's kind of nostalgic feeling, I guess, in a way. I wasn't listening to this album in particular when I was younger, but I was listening to a lot of stuff that's very similar to this and got influence from this. So that just hits me there, and just like the emotional like theme, just I can resonate with, and yeah, just one of the best emo albums I've really heard, I guess. Um, and yeah, it's more like a summertime album, I guess, for me, like a late afternoon summer thing. But I've been listening to it a lot now too, and so one song off of this that I would recommend is probably one of my favorite songs ever. It's on my playlist. One of my favorite songs ever is the song 80 dash 37. Yeah, I just absolutely love that song. I just cannot help but scream it at the top of my lungs when it comes on. Yeah, so I'm listening to that, and sorry, rowdy neighbors, I don't know if you can hear that. But next I've come back to this album for some reason. It's Queen of the Stone Age with their debut. I don't know, I just kind of just like the sound of it. I was pretty into them at one point, and just kind of that 90s, early 2000s stoner rock kind of feel, stoner metal-ish, but yeah, it's just kind of like kind of uplifting in a way for me, just because I like that sound so much, and I guess it's not really associated with my ex, Hannah, as much, so I guess none of these really are that much to an extent. That's why I've really been having trouble like going like a lot of music I haven't been listening to on purpose right now, and so yeah, those are like the main like physical albums I have right there that I've been listening to. But yeah, I guess I've been listening some MF Doom, like hip hop wise. MF Doom, I've listened to almost all the albums I had by him recently. Listening to some Darkwave stuff, of course, and just like death metal and stuff like that, because once again, it's not really associated with my with Hannah. So yeah, yeah. I guess I've been listening some to JPEG too, JPEG Mafia, um, which is kind of hard for me right now too, because those when I was really getting into him back in 2021. Hannah and I went to the show together and stuff up in DC, seeing him for my first time, and I was just really just brings it back to like October 2021, and just like I love this time of year so much. So I guess like just I've been going back to that in general since the beginning of October, anyways. Just listen to him, even though I've been listening to him all the time, anyways. But really, just especially All My Heroes Are Cornballs, my favorite album by him, really has been listening to, not for like the past week or week and a half or so now, but still, and his EPs, like the EP1 and EP2, both of those those are like one of my favorite projects by him. I just, yeah, but yeah, so that kind of wraps up this video. Just want to make it really short, just kind of wanted to document this, and yeah, so tell me what you guys have been listening to recently. I'd like to hear it. And yeah, thanks for watching. And once again, shout out to Steve Wallace.